Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Cricket Castaway. I'm Nishant, joined by Divyansh, and we are here to preview the week 8 of the IPL, which looks a nail biter and probably the most important week of IPL till date for this season, of course. So, how are you, Divyansh? How's your Sunday morning going?
Yeah, feeling great and optimistic for CSK because if they do not make it today, then it's done and dusted for CSK this season. So yeah, an optimistic start to the day and hope attached with the home ground advantage. Although it has not accounted for much this season because uh, it's like they have won four and they have also lost two games at JPOC till now. And looking at the record last year also it was 4-3 in favor of Chennai. So what I was reading from a statement of Stephen Fleming, it's like post pandemic. They are not being able to predict the nature of Chepauk Stadium that well, which they were able to achieve pre-pandemic till 2019. So it has become quite a mystery, like how pitch will behave. So the home advantage does not count for much in this match, unfortunately.
Also, the stadium has been redesigned. So, like, there are a lot of spaces now between stands from where constantly you can see the wind blowing, which also I'm sure has an effect on how the balls are balled, what the kind of swing you get, and things like that.
Yeah, definitely. So, sort of a must-win match for Chennai. Not so much for RR, but they will want to seal their qualifying spot with this win because it has
Yeah.
been too long that they have stayed on 16 and KKR has come and surpassed them and already qualified. So they would also want to
Yeah.
have a queue against their name in the
Yeah.
points table. So
Yeah.
that's the
This
motivation for
is
them.
this is gonna be a really important week for the likes of Chennai, as you rightly pointed out, and the Delhi Capitals and Lucknow and Sunrisers, because um as we talked about in the previous episode as well, I think probably Rajasthan would any which ways qualify, even if they don't win their next remaining matches. They'll still be on 16 with a healthy run rate if there is no huge margin defeat there. So from second to fourth, any of the places, I think they will qualify. But yeah, I also think like they have enough firepower to win at least one of their remaining matches to get a comfortable qualification. But yeah, for CSK, Delhi Capitals, Lucknow, and SRH, these are the four teams who are fighting for the remaining two spots, and it's all gonna be decided in this week. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. A lot of really meaty matches, a lot rides on this week. So, uh, uh, hoping for the best. Hoping probably Delhi might do something and finally get a chance to qualify for the playoffs. Let's see what happens. But yeah, we'll go through it matches by matches. Starting with the match that happened yesterday and for which you already talked about, KKR versus Mumbai. At one point of time, it looked like we won't have a game. It was
Yes.
just raining so much, and then it stopped, and the pitch was the whole ground field, outside field as well, were covered. So they were able to carry on the game, but this was the first time when both Narayan and Saul didn't fire, and still because it was a reduced game, it was 16 over game. I thought KKR were just a tad bit below par for the kind of batting prowess that Mumbai has. 157 in 16 overs, I thought was just a bit less. Uh, but the bowling showed that it wasn't the case, and Mumbai just couldn't get there.
Yeah, definitely. And one of the highlight was the wicket of Sunil Narayan. The way Bumrah bowled him, like it was a treat to watch. Sunil Narayan has no idea what's coming for him, and he just thought that this ball would leave the off stump, and he already shouldered his arms just when the ball pitched, and that was a sight to watch. That showed that there are technical shortcomings in Narayan's game. It's just that
Yeah,
nobody has been able to utilize that. But since
yeah,
Bumrah is a class bowler, he saw right through it. So just
yeah,
some conditions assisting him with the rain and all, and that just did the trick for Bumrah.
yeah,
So yeah, a very clever bowler, and what a delivery it was. I was very
yeah.
surprised to watch that.
Yeah, but even Tushara got the wicket of Phil Salt, and
Yeah,
that meant that right off the bat, KKR were on the back foot because, as we said, it was a reduced game, but they still needed to post anywhere between 160 to 180 to have a comfortable chance of winning this game. And you had now. One bowler could bowl 4 overs and the others could bowl only three. So you still had Jasprit Bumrah who would bowl his 4 overs out, but others would bowl only three. So there were a lot of fascinating permutations in this game. But KKR, after the fall of the first two wickets with their middle order, and also Shreyas Iyer went early, but Venkatesh Iyer shouldered the responsibility to take his side home, and they were then uh, last 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 over heroics from Rinku Singh and Andre Russell. Yeah, overall, I think this match actually benefited KKR a lot more than having a Q in front of their name. Uh, they got to see that if and when their openers don't fire, they have enough middle order experience and nous to guide an inning through and reach a respectable total. It's a good sign for them that Nitish Rana is now also back, because though Ankush had good performances, but Nitish Rana is an experienced campaigner for them, was their captain last season as well. So I think all of this bodes on pretty well for KKR and their chances in the future of this tournament.
yeah, definitely. The way wickets fell in the first 4 overs, they were 40 for three in at the end of the fourth over. So post that, there had to be some reconsolidation work required in the middle order. So Venkatesh Iyer and Nitish Rana did that pretty well. So that gave them a chance to just launch in the final 5-6 overs, and that's what they have done very well with Dre Russ and Rinku Singh, and even Ramandeep Singh comes at the end, and he just uh, majority of times he scores at more than a strike rate of 200 and just give them the handy 15-20 runs, which also made their case pretty strong. So yeah, overall a good test of batting depth for KKR, in a rare chance where both of their openers failed to capitalize on the power play. So this was a really good experience for KKR. Apart from
Yeah,
qualifying, yeah, they got to test their batting strength as well.
yeah, yeah. And also, it wasn't like they couldn't hit Bumrah or anything. So Bumrah also went for around 10 runs and over 9.8 to be exact. So they took runs even off of him, and the only thing that brought a smile to my face during that Mumbai bowling was that the wily old fox Piyush Chawla still keeps on picking wickets. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, I don't know if I've ever told you this or not, but Piyush Chawla was from my school itself. So I've even had a chance of playing against him when I was pretty young. It would have been seventh or eighth class. But right after India won the T20 World Cup, and he came back after the T20 World Cup win, it was a huge celebration in my school, and I've always looked forward to his career, and it was amazing. It was awesome to see him ball. Probably this is his last IPL, obviously. So yeah, another farewell.
Yeah, he has still got it. He shows it time to time that he has that experience to trap the batsman, and he just gets something out of the wicket every time he comes
Yeah,
to bowl. So
yeah,
he is quite a fascinating guy to watch out for, and I think he might extend his tenure because he's still just 35. So maybe he has another couple of years in him, but it all depends on if Mumbai Indians or someone else picks him for this kind of situations. So I believe that he has a couple of years more in him
yeah.
for the
So,
IPL.
going at Mumbai's batting, so in this game, only Ishan Kishan and Tilak Verma performed. Tilak
Yes.
Verma has been a constant, as we've already talked about this season. Only he and Bumrah probably are the one who can keep their head held high after the season for Mumbai. Ishan Kishan has had a decent season, not a great season, so he has chipped in at least more than Rohit Sharma, the other batsman. That's what I would say. But again, this batting collapse of the giants of batting just doesn't seem to stop. This is pretty weird. I think everyone has just checked out of the dressing room at this point of time.
Yeah, it looks very disappointing, and what we can say, like we have discussed this enough times, but Rohit Sharma doesn't seem to fire, and it poses a question mark on the T20 World Cup campaign of India as well, because they would need Rohit Sharma to at least play out the power play with a good strike rate to give India a better start than what he is giving to Mumbai Indians. So that's really a concern for the Indian team going into the T20 World Cup, because IPL campaign is more or less over for Mumbai Indians. It's already over. They were the first team to get eliminated. So if he could have taken this as more of a practice match and tried to spend some time there at the middle, uh, that would have been a better scenario for Indian team as well as Mumbai Indians. But it was not meant to
Yeah.
be so.
Yeah, but we found out our first team for the qualifiers.
Yes.
Probably by the time the the league stage of the tournament ends, KKR will remain on top. But they've been a supremely good side throughout this season, and they would want to finish in on that one or two spot, which is right now I think a given in any which ways, because Sunrisers, as we talked about, is the only team that can reach 18 points. So apart from Rajasthan Royals, obviously. In a rare scenario, it might be the case that KKR went on or go on to lose remaining of their matches and find themselves in a third position. But I think the first or the second is locked for them, which is really important because it gives them two bites of the cherry.
Yeah, definitely. They would want to remain in the top two, And I think it's more or less would be that scenario only, that they would
Yeah,
end up on 1 or 2, because
yeah,
they have their matches with Gujarat Titans, and post that they have a match with Rajasthan Royals. So
yeah,
they will be able to win at least one of these.
yeah. Yeah. But this was a good game which helped us decide at least the first spot of the league table. Moving on to the game that you've talked about at the very beginning, and what you are most looking forward. So I'll let you take the first crack at it.
Yeah, definitely. So I've already talked about the ground dynamics, because it has not favored Chennai that well since the last year. Uh, they lost 3 matches at Chepauk last year, and this year also they have already lost a couple of matches. So the home ground advantage has not been utilized to that extent yet, and it's like Fleming has already said that they are not able to judge this pitch that effectively that they used to pre-pandemic, and evidently Ruturaj Gaikwad was also not happy with the black soil pitch that was used in the last match. So he expressed his this unhappiness again
Yeah,
during the last match. But yeah, and also if you look at the record overall, uh, head-to-head record, it's also almost a pretty even. So CSK has won 15, and Rajasthan Royals has won 13. So last 38 of
yeah,
their encounters, it's almost 50-50. But if we go on a recent record, so Rajasthan Royals has won 6 of the last 7 encounters between these two teams. So Rajasthan Royals has an edge there. And if we go even more recent, they have won all the 4 games that these teams have played uh, in the past. So the recent form and the recent stats stack up against Chennai Super Kings this time, and also
yeah,
their batting mainstay Ruturaj Gaikwad has not fared well against Sandeep Sharma and Trent Bolt. So that is also one of the historical record that is of concern for Chennai Super Kings. So ultimately, it will boil down to the trade-off that they want to do. Either they can stack up their bowling, or they can solidify their batting order. So they tried the latter one in the last match by taking uh, Rachin Ravindra as their opener, and they might stick to the same strategy this time as well, because they will go for runs more or less no matter what they do. So they would just hope for their batters to come good when the time comes, and just
yeah.
chase down a good total with the firepower of Rachin Ravindran. I think Ajinkya Rahane can be dropped, and they should use Samir Rizvi uh,
Hmm.
as the substitute player, because in this match they need all the hitting prowess that they can get their hands on,
Yeah.
and they should
Yeah.
go with Rituraj and Rachin Ravindra as their opening combination. So yeah,
Or, or
tough
if
times
or
ahead.
if they want Rituraj to come at three, which is what we have been seeing throughout the season, they shift him to opening and then they keep him down at three. So probably they want Rituraj to bat at three so that he can be the guy who can take the innings till the end. In that situation, I think when you are in that kind of situation, you have two options, just because all your Pathirana has gone, uh, Fizz has gone. So you can either open with Mitchell and Ravindra themselves, or you, as you rightly pointed out, put the young kid Samir Rizvi to open. I mean, what's the hesitation there? It's power play. He is known to swing his bat in the domestic circuit.
Right.
That's the reputation that he has had, on which they have bought him. So probably power play overs will only benefit him, and probably we can find a new opener for CSK that is.
Yeah, definitely some surprise element has to be done because, in my opinion, Ajinkya Rahane can't open in this match. He should
Yeah,
not. If he is going to open, like CSK is more or less digging their own grave because the start they need in the power play is not going to happen with Ajinkya Rahane and Rituraj as the openers. So
yeah,
someone has to come out all guns blazing since they start. They need an SRH sort of an approach, or if we
yeah.
don't go to that extent, at least a KKR kind of an approach for the power play this match. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think it's a must win for Chennai if there was ever one. They just simply have to win this one. This is their last home game. Though Rajasthan Royals have reached here before Chennai, so Chennai was playing in Ahmedabad while Rajasthan were training at Chepauk. So probably they have seen the pitch that's going to be used a bit more than Chennai, but it's their home ground either which ways. And like Dhoni knows every nook and corner of that stadium, so no, won't be much of a difference. But yeah, it's a must-win game for Chennai and a huge, huge match to start this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it.
definitely,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah, moving on to RCB versus Delhi, and yesterday in the press conference, Ricky Ponting gave the news that Rishabh Pant won't be playing this one, and it would be Akshar Patel who will be captaining the side. I think huge blow for Delhi. He has been the highest run scorer and a talismanic figure. As you know, he's the one who has come out of that serious injury, and everyone was so happy when the IPL was starting that we finally gonna see Rishabh Pant, and that probably galvanized the dressing room. And they have had up and down performances this season, no doubt about that. But still, they are hanging in there and have a good chance of making it to the playoffs. But the team that they are facing right now in RCB is just in sublime form. So, without their captain and their talisman in Rishabh Pant, this can be a really, really tough fixture for Delhi, and really losing Rishabh Pant at a really crucial time.
Yeah, definitely. And Delhi folks might be praying for one thing to happen because in the southern parts of India, it's been receiving these pre-monsoon showers.
Yeah.
So look at Mumbai, Hyderabad, and all
Yeah.
other southern parts of India. So there is a scenario that if these games get washed out completely due to rains, so RCB stands eliminated and DC will still have a chance. So this is the safest scenario for Delhi to go unscathed from the Chinnaswamy
Yeah,
Stadium.
but even I don't
But
think that Delhi would
uh,
want that because if four teams have 16 or more, Delhi would only be able to get 15. So like that's
yeah,
Delhi would need all the points they can if they have a chance to of making it to the playoffs, and same for RCB, though RCB has a very, very slim chance and not a realistic one, I think.
yeah. So just a slightly better chance than being eliminated because right now RCB looks in an ominous form. They don't have any injury concerns. Their bowling is also doing pretty well, and the batting order we have all seen. Cam Green has also
Yeah.
started contributing. Rajat Patidar is firing, although his record is not that good at the home ground. But yeah, he might want to change that in this game. And what we can say about Faf and Virat, they are, especially Virat.
Yeah.
He's like it looks like he's gunning for his 2016 record of 973 runs. That's the target he has in mind, and already fans have started calculating that if RCB reaches to final, he has 4 games to break that record, and it's coming out to be 70 runs per match. So these kind of calculations are right now happening
But RCB
from
are not
RCB
reaching to the
fans.
finals. And any which ways, I don't think that kind of a season. I don't think is for that matter gonna be repeated anytime soon. Never say never, but
Yeah.
anytime soon, because even Josh Butler in his prime season 2 years ago tried to break that record, and he found it really hard. He could only reach 860 or something. That season from Virat Kohli was just like nothing like anything has ever seen before. But yeah, players to watch out for you for this game, and who do you think has an upper hand here?
I think RCB has a clear advantage here since Rishabh Pant is not there. Otherwise, it would have been sort of a 49-51 sort of a scenario. But yeah, RCB definitely has an edge right now, and with the uh, batting side depleted for DC, they are not even sure if David Warner would able to play this one as well, because he's still nursing his hand injury. So most probably, in all likeliness, it would be Prithvi Shaw who would be coming in place of Rishabh Pant to open with Jake Fraser McGurk. So McGurk is the key player here. If he does not fire in the power play, which most often he does, so he has three 50s in within 20 balls, and he's the youngest player to do so in the IPL
Yeah,
history.
yeah,
So in all likeliness, he is going to fire. So they would need both him and the other opener to fire, so
Abhishek
that they
Porel.
have Abhishek Porel, or if Prithvi Shaw comes in, it might
Yeah,
be Prithvi Shaw. So they would need a solid opening partnership to capitalize the power play advantage, because they are locking horns with a team that is at the peak of their batting
yeah,
supremacy right now. So even Faf is very eager to perform in this match, because he's not sure whether he'll play for RCB again or not. So this is the chance, and they will give their all. So uh, it's a very threatening situation for DC, and they have to, if they are batting first, they have to score a huge number. At least, even I would go to the extent to say it should be at least 220 runs on the board if you want to stop RCB. So that's
yeah,
the situation for them. So Tristan
yeah.
Stubbs and all of them have to cover up for the absence of Rishabh Pant. So that's the scenario here. So clearly advantage RCB.
Yeah, I think, but Chinnaswamy is the wicket that has a lot more bounce than other wickets in India, which is what I think Fraser McGurk would love with his stance and all. I'm rooting for Fraser to perform again in this match, and probably even get 100. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. For Delhi, the other key player, obviously, as you rightly pointed out, has to be Tristan Stubbs, because Chinnaswamy has always had high scoring games, and I don't think that trend is gonna change here. So yeah, a really key match, a really important match, as you said. I think with Rishabh Pant missing this one, advantage probably RCB. But I still think that it's too close to call, simply because uh, uh, Delhi have those two magic spinners in their middle order with Kuldeep and Akshar, uh, which is something that can, I think, prove to be a difference between the two sides, because that is something that RCB lack. Uh,
Yeah, DC might have advantage if this match gets curtailed like yesterday due to some passing shots. So if this match gets curtailed to a 12 or 13 over affair, then they have a better advantage, because then Fraser McGurk can aim to play all the overs, like till the ends, and then it plays right into the hands of DC, because if McGurk stays till 10th over, it will
Yeah,
be really difficult to match up to his strike rates while RCB comes out to chase.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, gonna be an amazing game, and looking forward to it. And that packs up our Super Sunday for this one. Uh, really good two games to watch today, and I'm really excited for those. Then we move to the Monday encounter, which I've titled as the first no impact game of the season, because KKR have already qualified, and GT look nowhere close to qualifying and probably will not. So
Yes.
this is probably just batting practice for KKR, and trying out any other resources that they might feel they can try.
Yeah, they might want Shreyas Iyer to spend a long time in the middle, and if one of the openers fall early, so they would want Shreyas Iyer to get some more confidence, and to play on a bigger ground, just to test his ranges and what are the areas that he can most likely capitalize on in the upcoming matches. So, and also how he fares against, like, he's already a good spin player, but right now what is the comfort level he feels in facing Noor and Rashid. So it might just turn out to be a good batting practice for the KKR lineup. Yes.
Yeah, I also think probably if I were in Gautam's place, I would even rest Sunil Narayan for this one, because he has been so important for the side, and he's not getting any younger. This has been a long season and a grueling season for him, both with the bat and the ball. Has spent a lot of time in the middle. So probably a rest day for him is in the order here. But probably don't even take him to Ahmedabad on the flight. Give him a rest in Kolkata. Let him recuperate, and yeah, because this game probably doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
Even if Kolkata end up losing it, they still have another game to go, and to finish in the top four on the first spot uh, by winning that. So this can just be taken as a practice session for them.
Yeah, definitely, and he can stay in Kolkata, and he will get a week's rest, because
Yeah,
now the game KKR plays is the last league game of this season, and it would be on the second home ground, uh, Guwahati Stadium. So it's closer to Kolkata anyway, so
yeah.
he can easily travel there.
Yeah, Gujarat, as we talked about, Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan came to the party very late for them. Sai Sudarshan, it would be wrong for me to say that he came to the party pretty late, because he was the most consistent run getter this season. But yeah, pressure showed on Shubman all throughout the season, and when they knew that now there is no pressure, we're not gonna qualify. Shubman comes up, plays freely, and scores 100, and that's like we all know he is the next prince of Indian cricket, as we call him. So too little, too late for them. What are they looking to do in this one? Are they also trying out a few youngsters they have in the squad? Give a run of games to a few of them, just to look for the upcoming season next year, or are they still hanging on to that little thread of 10 points?
No, I think their campaign is practically over.
Yeah,
They should just try to test the bench strength, whatever, just to confirm on the bets that they have taken choosing this squad, so they can just check if they have picked up the right squad, and if given a chance whether their bench can perform, or what is the talent that they have in their dugout. So that is one thing, and another one could be like Shubman Gill can just uh, have a good batting practice, as well as they can Gujarat management can look at the players that they want to retain apart from Shubman Gill. So that can also be tested out in the remaining two games. Like just give them a chance and see like the kinds of I'm forgetting his name. Is it Vijay?
Vijay
Uh,
Shankar and
Vijay Shankar. So, like the likes of Vijay Shankar, whether they still have it in them, or it's just the time has passed for Vijay Shankar to be retained or to be considered again for Gujarat Titans. So these kind of
yeah.
experiments that they can do.
Yeah, probably, you're right. So not much hinges on this game.
Yes.
Sadly, we are now in that part of the season where a few game will be of utmost importance, and then there will be a few which have just no practical value at all, because that's how the table has shaped up. So moving on to Delhi versus Lucknow on Tuesday. I mean, this is again, as we talked about CSK today versus Rajasthan. This for Lucknow is a do or die game at all costs. So we would have known it by the time we are recording right now if DC won their game against RCB or not. But this is the first game of the week for Lucknow, and if DC have won or if DC have not won have no bearing on Lucknow for this one, because they simply need to beat this team and get to 14 points after this game. If they can't do that, I think it's season over for them as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's a do or die situation for Lucknow. Whatever may be the scenario, whatever may be the other permutations, they just have to win the both of their
Yeah,
last games, and this is a must-win game for them. And
yeah,
it's happening in Delhi, so might be the home ground advantage lies with Delhi, but still, if their prominent hitters like Stoinis and Nicholas Puran can come to their own and just try to focus on hitting it out of the park. So then
yeah.
it can give Lucknow a very good chance of making a comeback.
Now I think it's imperative for Lucknow superstars to turn up in this one. Without them, it's not going to happen. So Quinny needs to perform if he is selected. Rahul definitely needs to perform, even to an extent that he needs to probably now make a bit of an amend to the inning that he played last time, which was unforgivable, and probably score at a strike rate of 180 or 190, which we know that he is perfectly capable of. Just like Virat Kohli is capable of it, and he showed it in the last game. KL Rahul as well. The man has got a 14 ball 50. So I mean, KL Rahul needs to come up to this party, and Stoina and Nicholas Puran as well. So Lucknow needs to have a big game and a big performance in this one. Probably not a lot to talk about Delhi for this one, because simply because we don't know the result that they would have had against RCB in this one. But from a Lucknow Super Giants point of view, they need to win this, and they need to win this convincingly just to get out of that moral lull they have had in the past two games.
Yeah, definitely. Delhi is also like the chances of Delhi will also depend on how they fare against RCB in the previous match, because if they come uh, come in this match with a loss on the back, then their chances will be lesser than Lucknow, and then it becomes an even more important game for Lucknow, and then maybe Delhi can
Yeah,
wear the hat of party poopers this time. So
yeah,
all probabilities are possible right now. It is quite
yeah,
wide open, and
yeah,
both the teams, both the like the Southern Derby, this can be a Northern Derby
yeah.
playing
This
out
has
in
to be.
in the center of the country.
Yeah, yeah. This has to be. Your players to watch out for this one because this is going to be a crucial game for this season.
Yeah, I think I'm assuming Delhi beats RCB when they are coming to this match. So a comeback from Rishabh Pant and a solidified team with David Warner coming back. They will want to give full strength squad for this match, and then they can hope that maybe Akshar Patel and Kuldeep Yadav can weave their spin magic and control the big hitters of Delhi to big hitters of Lucknow to chase down a smaller total, or maybe uh, break the pillars of their chasing department if they are chasing. So hoping those the spin twins are my players to watch out for in this match.
Yeah,
Kuldeep
yeah.
Yadav
And
and Akshar Patel.
from Lucknow's side,
From Lucknow side, it would be KL Rahul. It is redemption time for him, and most probably Nicholas Puran, who has been silent since last 3 4 matches. These
yeah,
two players have to come out and show what class they belong to, and how destructive they can be on their given day. So yeah, these two players
yeah,
from Lucknow.
yeah. I think correct in your assumption for both the things. Uh, this has to be a game for all of Lucknow's big players to take them home and give them the confidence to the entire team because otherwise there is no turning back. So a really crucial game and the one I'm looking forward to and to see just how the table shapes after this one because if as you rightly pointed out that if Delhi do end up beating RCB in their game and then they beat Lucknow as well in this one. They reach 16 points, which is all they can do probably, and then they are the ones who qualify for me. And let's see. So a lot of permutations depend on this one, and race to the playoffs is now certainly heating up, and this game is a prime example of that.
Yeah, definitely. So these permutations will change with every passing day, every single match. Quite an interesting week to look ahead to, and yeah, this would be one of the most crucial matches of this season, Delhi versus Lucknow, and then moving on to Rajasthan versus Punjab. This might be another dead rubber
Yeah,
like we discussed that KKR versus GT game. This is
uh,
similar in nature to that.
yeah, yeah. I think a lot, not a lot to talk about in this one as well. Probably, if Chos ends up playing his last game in Chennai today, then this would be the game where RC Rajasthan would try their opener if it's Cadmore or if they're willing to go with Dhruv Jurel or Kushagra or anyone. Probably this is the game where they give that batter, their opening batter, a run. uh, Apart from that, for Punjab, they've already been eliminated, so there is nothing for them. And the second, as you rightly said, the second dead rubber of the week.
Yeah, and the only exciting thing is I think it is the first game in Guwahati. This is the second home of Rajasthan Royals, so it's just would be a delight for the viewers to see the IPL stars coming in Guwahati and playing a match there and just give the pleasure of pure cricketing joy to the audience that will come out to support their favorite team. So yeah, just that is one of the you can say a good factor, feel good factor for a small city like Guwahati. Otherwise, yeah, it's in all likelihood it's just a batting practice for Rajasthan Royals, trying out different combinations because since Dhruv Jurel has been out due to a slight niggle, so he might make his comeback and they may promote him up in the order like maybe a number four after Sanju Samson, just to give him the confidence of batting higher up the order as well as have some game time under his belt. So yeah, these are the only things Rajasthan will be looking out for.
Yeah, certainly. Moving on to SRH versus Gujarat. So again, not much at stake here for Gujarat, but a lot at stake for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Uh, and I think what they would want the most to come out of this game is their middle order firing. Uh, though they would probably not want Head and Abhishek to go out early because they just want their star openers to keep the momentum going as they march on towards the playoffs. But a really important outing for their middle order batsmen, especially Aiden Markram if he plays, and the likes of Nitish Reddy. Because now is the time that these lot also need to start performing.
Yeah, definitely. It's high time for the middle order to come good for SRH because there will be a crunch situation in the knockouts and where the middle order has to come to the party to support their team and this can be the game to improve on that front, and especially if Eden Makram uh, can get the support of likes of Nitish Reddy or Shahbaz Ahmed and just keep up the pace in the middle overs, then it would be a really good game. So they are looking for 2 points as well as some promising performance from their middle order through this game.
Yeah, yeah. They need their middle order to fire up. And do you also think that Marco Janssen he should be dropped and Markram should come in for this one?
Yeah, definitely. I think they have enough bowling firepower in Natarajan, Pat Cummins, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar performing so well. They don't need Marco Janssen. It's just like sort of a bowling all rounder that they are
Yeah,
trying out that has long levers and can hit some
yeah,
hits at the end if required. But I think Sunrisers should take confidence in their specialist batsmen and should not have Marco Janssen in this outfit because they already have enough firepower and they should bring back Aiden Makram in instead of
yeah.
Marco Janssen.
And any chance do you think they might also be looking at Glenn Phillips?
Glenn Phillips, I think now it's too late. It's just he will just remain as a backup for this season. If in case of an unfortunate injury, then only
Yeah,
Glenn Phillips can make it to the side. Otherwise, this
yeah.
outfit will remain as it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have completely similar opinion. I think they had a chance of trying Glenn Phillips in the earlier half of the tournament, and I think they should have tried him because he himself is a really good batter and an all-round player. And they should have given him at least 2 3 games when their middle order struggles were going on. But now, at this point of time, I don't think they will take the risk with Glenn Phillips, and I think they'll shoulder the responsibility on the tried and trusted Eden Markram to uh, consolidate that middle order. So yeah,
Yeah.
a huge game for SRH, not so much for Shipman Gill. Uh, So yeah, let's see what happens in this one. Moving on to the last game of this week, it's Mumbai versus Lucknow. So by this time, we would have known what happened between the Delhi versus Lucknow game, and if Delhi beat Lucknow in that one, I think this game again becomes a bit pointless for Lucknow.
Yes.
But if Lucknow do indeed end up beating Delhi in the game before, I think then this again is a must win for them, and probably by winning here they will be the one that qualify.
Yeah, last home game for Mumbai, and yeah, this game only comes alive if Lucknow has still hopes to qualify, and that can
Yeah,
happen only if they beat Delhi in Delhi. So it would depend on the previous matches how they play out. Then only this match will have some significance. Otherwise, it would be completely pointless. Like if both teams have been eliminated, like Mumbai has already been eliminated, if Lucknow has also been eliminated by the time this match happens, then it might be we can see a lot of players
yeah.
getting rest, and a second string team
Probably
may come out to play this match.
Probably Lucknow won't be eliminated any which ways by the time this match happens, even if they lose against Delhi, because as we said, they're always mathematical combinations where a team could qualify at 14, and they could still, even after losing the Delhi game, if they win this one, they could still reach to 14 points. So there won't be a definite E against their name before this one. But yeah, in a realistic scenario, as you rightly pointed out, if they lose against Delhi, they're as good as done in this tournament. So they
Yes.
would know this. They would know this. They need to win their remaining two matches at all cost, and both of them are this week. So by the time this week ends, Lucknow would probably know if they are in the playoffs or they are being eliminated, and the season for them is over.
Yeah, definitely. Because if they lose against Delhi, then Delhi would already be sitting at 14 points with a better run rate than Lucknow. So even if they win this, they
Yeah,
would require an insurmountable,
yeah,
almost impractical
yeah,
margin of win, which
yeah.
would not happen with a team like
And
Mumbai. So
and
yeah,
though these are just permutations and combinations, but if Delhi beat Lucknow after they have come in as winners in Chinnaswamy, then they would already be 16 at that point of time. So, like,
yeah,
even a 14 at that point then won't do.
won't do.
So,
Correct.
so, so in this week there are two teams in the form of Delhi and Lucknow who have a chance to go to either 16 or stay at 14 and open the table up for RCB, or probably because one of them will any which ways reach 14. RCB, if they defeat Delhi, they'll probably reach to 12 as of now because they have another game against Chennai left. But if Delhi beat RCB, they reach to 14. Or if Delhi lose to RCB and beat Lucknow, they again reach 14.
Yeah,
And there would be one winner at least in the Delhi versus Lucknow game. So whoever wins that reaches 14. So I think one of the teams will reach to 16 in this week, and when that team reaches 16, that's as good as a queue in front of their name for the playoffs.
definitely.
So I think we'll find. I'm hoping that KKR has already qualified. So I'm thinking that probably by the end of this week, Rajasthan will have a queue in front of their name. Just for your sake, I would want that Chennai win their match against Rajasthan. But even if they defeat Punjab, they'll have a queue in front of their name. So Rajasthan also has two bites of cherry, and they'll be the second team to qualify. And then probably we'll see either Lucknow or Delhi with a queue in front of their name. So yeah, a lot hinges on this week.
Yeah, just a gut feeling I have that the fourth team will be qualifying with 14 points.
Oh,
That's a gut feeling I'm getting. So yeah, maybe 18 points for the top two teams, and then third would be at 16, and the fourth will be with 14 points because IPL
then
has a
that
history of
means a
throwing up
lot
surprise.
of that means a lot of net run rate permutations as well. And
Yes, yes.
as you rightly said, it brings then RCB right into the mix.
Right into the mix. Yeah. So the hopes are still alive for RCB, and all depends on the game tomorrow. Game today.
Yeah, yeah. So I think yeah, this was our episode. Any final thoughts or comments, Divyansh?
Yeah, just looking forward to this week, and hope to see you all enjoying as much as we are during this season. And I know it's at the fag end of the IPL, but we hope to keep receiving your support, all your likes, shares, and subscribes, and do keep tuning in, since we are not done yet. We will be back for the T20 World Cup, which is an even bigger tournament than this one, and it would bring a lot of surprises and a lot of thrill with the games coming up in June. So yeah, keep tuning in and keep watching us. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.